Uh-huh. What's good? What's good? Yo. Um, I thought I'd do something different today. Normally I talk about just the NBA, but today let's do people that cover sports. Okay? Which is normally, the some of these crazy journalists. Stephen A. Smith's been in the news lately because Max Kellerman is leaving First Take. And everybody says because these two had beef. And after listening to audio clips of Stephen A. Smith talk about his differences with Max Kellerman, I'm starting to believe that there is a little beef going on between the two. I think this was one of those situations where Stephen A. Smith realized that I can't get along with Max Kellerman. We just don't click. It's something off, and I think they had a little beef, and the people said in the audio was like, you don't like Max Kellerman. So why would people say that if there wasn't nothing in the air? That means there had to be something going on to make you say that you don't like Max Kellerman, right? So Max Kellerman must have did something to piss Stephen A. Smith off. He had to, because, hold on. Okay, he had to, because there'd be no reason for that to even be brought up, and also from rumors I'm hearing that don't rule out the fact that Skip Bayless could be reuniting with Stephen A. Smith, because how he's going to function on that show without a second person. Now, I don't watch that show, right? I'm just talking about it because it's a topic that goes on. But I have heard clips. I have watched it before. I know how the format goes. I know it's a debate show where you have two guys and a moderator, right? Usually a woman moderator. And how is Stephen A. Smith going to function on that show without somebody to go at? Who is his competition? How is he going to compete? So that got me to thinking. That must mean they're going to put somebody else there. And ESPN chose Stephen A. Smith over Max Kellerman because he must have more pull than Max Kellerman. It got to be one of those situations where he got more pull than Max Kellerman. It's the only thing I could think of in that thing. But when I hear stuff like this, I start to think of the people when they accuse Stephen A. Smith of being a stitch. They accuse him of being fake, all this other stuff. He has a lot of labels. Stephen A. Smith has a lot of labels. They call him a lot of things. And Stitch is one of them. So the fact that some people call him a stitch is crazy within itself. So I like to see, where does Stephen A. Smith go from here? Does First Take go off air, or do you give who's a woman moderator for that show? Is it Molly Quinn or something? Jalen Rose's wife? Like I said, I don't watch that show really that much. I do get clips from them sometimes. I watch clips from them sometimes because part of my thing is I go at the media a lot anyway. A lot of stuff that I do is to combat some of the stuff that the media says. So that alone is part of the reason why I'm even talking about this. You know what I'm saying? But if Stephen A. Smith is going to reunite with Skip Bayless, how does that pan out? Is Stephen A. Smith going to leave ESPN and go and team up with Skip Bayless on Undisputed? But you got Shannon Sharp there. I noticed one thing on these talk shows. None of them get along like how Skip Bayless does. Skip Bayless seems to be the glue to hold all these debate shows together. He's the godfather of debate shows because he matches with everybody. He has chemistry with Stephen A. Smith. He has chemistry with Shannon Sharp. The odd guy in this whole circle is Stephen A. Smith. He don't match with everybody. you can make a case that Skip Bayless made Stephen A. Smith's career. He made a lot of these guys' career because once you start teaming them up with Skip Bayless, they start to shine for some reason. Skip Bayless seems the only one that could hold the show down by himself. I think he literally could hold down the show down by himself, but I don't think the other guys do. You know, I don't think the other guys got what it takes to hold down the show by themselves, but I could be wrong. Tomorrow I'm going to pick up the Madden 22 on Xbox Series X. I can't wait to get that game, play that game, hold it down with my Eagles. Yeah, man. I want to say a lot of new news going down in the NBA as well that I like. I like the fact that Adam Silver is trying to come up with some type of way where he could diffuse super teams. If he could do it, hopefully he could get the job done and do it. You know. Now you may be wondering what's in the background of this. Why I'm showing this in the background? Because just got news today. This is where I'll be headed to for I don't know how long. Probably a little 2 weeks. Probably I don't know. It depends on how how long she wants to stay there. But this place is an island in the middle of the ocean. It's a breathtaking sight, man. This place is just flat out beautiful. You could go to a lot of beautiful places in the world because this planet got a lot of beautiful places, man. You know, like I said, there ain't no beautiful environment in the world than Queens for me. But that doesn't mean there ain't other beautiful places in the world. Let me show you this much. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that beach. Look at the mountains. Now, when I go there with my, see how that crystal clear that water is? That's where your boy going to be. All right? Laying up on that beach like that, chilling. This is in the Philippines, by the way. This is called, I have a hard time pronouncing this, man, so y'all bear with me. I know I got some Filipino subscribers here, man. I'm not trying to butcher your island, the name. It's all love and respect, but that name of the island is called, oh my God, I'm falling apart already. Alislav D. Gigantes. Am I right?
No,
what is it? Isla de Gigantes. Okay, now you may say why that sounds so Latino. It's because this got some Latino roots to it. You know, I won't be surprised if some of the Filipinos here speak Spanish. Maybe she can tell me they do. Do some of them speak Spanish on this album?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah.
My relatives speak fluent.
This is the
okay. So as you can see, boom. That's how it looked, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me just turn it down a little bit. I'm gonna turn down the audio because I don't want to get hit with copyright. Because whoever got this video, they're going, oh. I'm just showing off how good it is, man. You know, so boom. Let's skip fast forward to this. That's how the hotel look. You know, I'm not trying to pit these people up in here. I just want the environment. So we're gonna skip past this because next thing you know, there's gonna be copyright violation. You know, but yeah. See, it's called Alice de Gigantes. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Gigantes. I'm gonna get it done right. When I go there, I'm about to get it done right. You know, I'm gonna have my camera in there. I got the Canon M50. All right, I got your boy is ready, man. I got all types of lens. This is a 50 millimeter lens. Boom, 15 to 45 millimeter lens. I even got the one from the photography, man. I'm all set. This lens does image stabilization. I could get good images with this with 4K and 1080. I'm ready, man. And to show you how your boy do all around the place, you know? Oh, hold on for a minute. Hold on. See, they keep showing these people. I don't want to. Now, boom. Look how crystal clear that water look. Oh, they playing a little hip hop too. They going there with it. Look how beautiful that is. Look at the water. Look at the water. You see that water, those palm trees right there? You can't beat that, man. We got something like that in California. Don't get it twisted. California is beautiful. We got some beautiful beaches over here. Venice Beach, Manhattan Beach, you know, but there's something pure about this because this water is crystal clear blue. You see how beautiful that blue water is? Man, it was so beautiful. We gotta wind it back. We gotta wind it back. Because they playing with the hip hop too, son. Woo! You know your boy gonna go there for Queens, New York, shining with the best of them. Know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes down, man. I'm gonna be chilling on the beach, sipping something frozen with a little coconut in it, hanging from my drink. For lunch. You know? Telling you, man. This is how we do, man. No problems over here, man. You know? Haters be like, yo, man, you this, you that. You think I really care, dog? Where you think I'm at, man? Well, y'all wasting time. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? But let's take a couple look and see what else more. Boom, that's some of that. Look at that fresh food right there. Now, wifey eats a lot of this seafood. I don't mess with this, but I take some of the fruits. Nah, I like suck the juice out of all them fruits, man. I tell you that. He got an L camera, you could tell too. He got a Canon M50 because he got the stabilization that he could lay focus on it. I got a camera that do all of that. You know, imagine, yo, man. Imagine when your boy go there with all the tech. Boom. See how crystal clear that water is? Look at that water right there. Next island, we're going to the. Say they go on to the next island. There's like a bunch of islands over here. So it is more than one island. It's more than one island in the ocean. I mean, in this around it. All right, so it's several islands all in one, man. Yo, this place is bomb, son. If y'all get a chance to go to the Philippines, y'all should go to a place like this. If y'all want to go on a good vacation, go on a place like this. This is where your boy gonna be. Chilling. I gotta bring out the New York wife beater when I'm over there, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna bring out the New York wife beater. But like, hey yo, Tone, I got the wife beater. You know, I'm gonna bring all that out, Italian style. Be like, man, who's this black brother trying to sound like he Italian? You know what I'm saying? I'm just kidding, man. You know I ain't gonna do that. You know, but look at that, son. Take a look at that, B. Look at that sunset come up. Y'all tell me y'all don't want to see that? Y'all don't want to see that? What up, Hope? You know what I'm saying? All right, okay, that's the end of it right there. No, hold on. That's the end of it right there. But you see how we get down? You see how we be chilling? Now, I ain't gonna front. I can't really swim, right? Being from New York, I'm a brother. Growing up in an urban environment, the last thing you think about is swimming, all right? Even though I grew up around water, because a bridge and the water is right underneath it, last thing we think about is swimming. You know, we're busy worrying about, you know, what's going on the block in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But it's never too late to learn. And in that type of water, I'm gonna put my life vest on, but I'm gonna try to get some swimming lessons, man, and try to go at it in there, man. You know, but I will be there this year. Matter of fact, we're waiting right now. Slowly, I'm getting ready to go on my trip. That's why I get some of this stuff. That's why I got some of this lens. I got some of my stuff halfway already packed because I'm getting ready. So hopefully COVID slows down and we could go places. Now, the only thing that will stop me from going to this Pacific island in the Philippines, there's a lot of Philippines is broken up to several different islands. Now, what's going to stop me from going there is COVID. Because if COVID is going on, I can't go. And it's going to be limited to the things I could do. So hopefully it'll be a little more illa. You know what I'm saying? Illa killer, driller in Manila. But that's where your boy going to be this year. Dude's going to be jumping on coconut trees, knocking down coconuts. I'm going to be chilling, son. You know? But back to Skip Bayless and Stephen A. Smith. I don't know if Stephen A. Smith is a stitch, like how everybody calls him, but I do know there's wherever there's smoke, there's fire, and there is some beef between those two. That I won't second guess on. Before I even go to the Philippines, I'm gonna set up cargo. Get a box of some of my favorite stuff. I gotta bring some unsweetened tea with me, man. I don't know what company it is. I gotta bring some unsweetened tea with me. I'll be killing some unsweetened tea, man. Matter of fact, where's my unsweetened tea right now? Hold on, I'll be right back. What up, son?
What they talking about, huh?
What it do, man? What's good?
You already know.
Word. But yo, you heard about Adam Silver, man. He said it out of his own mouth that he want to put an end to super team, son. I don't know how he gonna do it, but he want to put an end to it.
That'd be great.
He said it's bad for the league. He don't like it. And you know what? I agree with him. That goes to show you everybody else making up their own criteria for what a super team is. That was wrong. I was simply right.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
All you gotta do is read between the lines. You should know what a super team is consent.
Listen, man, we both saying the same shit, P.
Word.
But these guys don't get it. Like, listen, man, you cannot call a super team for doing it the right way, from building out the draft.
Word.
This and that. You know, I'm trying to get people to understand. I'm like, yo, Golden State was a super team. You got dumb motherfuckers talking about how was they a super team? All their players came out the draft. I said, yeah, bro, but then they went and added Kevin Durant, you know?
Yeah, that changed all around. They weren't even called the super team until Kevin Durant got there. There was underdogs for a lot of part. Nobody thought they was going to win 73 games. Nobody thought Steph was going to win another MVP. Some people thought they was going to win the championship in 2015.
Yeah, like I said, that's a lot of bullshit, P.
Or they won 73 games on hard work and just putting that work in. That's it. You know, they wore themselves out in the regular season, though. I tell you that much. Winning all those games in the regular season wore them out. But this just exposes it all right there. This shows you Adam Silver not even happy with some super teams. He want to put an end to it. And how can he put an end to super teams? It's kind of tricky. He can't stop free agency, but what he can do is probably make it hard for guys to sign on to other teams if they're already stacked up a little bit. You know, they got to be something that could be done, because up until 2011, the NBA wasn't like this.
Yeah,
you know, the NBA for the most part had guys just getting it the right way, so to speak, or just going through the trenches. You know, they weren't taking shortcuts to a championship. No, but the reason why he's also speaking on this, he knows that the NBA is getting a black eye because fans are starting to complain about the super team stuff. People don't like it. You know, the only ones that like super teams are LeBron fans, because LeBron been on numerous amount of them, and Kevin Durant fans. That's it.
It's a fact.
You know, the average person that watch basketball do not like super teams. It's only people that just favoring their favorite player. That's it. You know, because if their favorite player won with a super team, oh, I'm cool with it now. You know what I'm saying? And yo, I watched it though. That highlights from 11 minutes and up. Man, he was cooking Bron on a lot of plays.
Yo, like my thing is saying, right? This is back 2016, 2017.
Yeah.
Like you see, like, what did you realize the most about what you was watching? You think?
His two-way ability and his ability to score in mid-range area. He was very efficient in the mid-range area. You know, and he's not the most fastest or athletic guy, but he's still able to get to the basket just based off skill. That's kind of impressive to me.
Like,
You
you see some of the moves he got. Like you see, like back then he used to do a little bit more jump hooks, more post up.
son, he looked at that. Kawhi Leonard looks completely different from the Kawhi Leonard now. He looks a little more younger, a little more pep in the step, and his ability to finish with the left and right hand was impeccable. This dude was finishing with the left and right.
Yo, it's like you don't see that until playoffs come.
Yeah.
You don't see that until playoff time come. That's the only time I see him play like that. And it's like, yo, like, and I'm trying to get people to understand, bro. Like, he's been the best player in the, he's been the best player in the league for a very long time now. But don't nobody.
You could make a case from 2017 and up, or you could even go as far as 2016 and up.
Nah,
I always
2017 he was. I can say.
No, I always go like this. I think him and Kevin Durant has been closer to best player in the league a little more than
of course.
you know. Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, like him and Kevin Durant going up against each other. Oh my god, like that's
classic battle.
Yo, bro, like come on, man. Like you see, like even this year when them two was going at it, you remember?
Yep. Hell yeah. It's always fun to see both of them go up against each other. And they like playing against each other, what makes it fun. Now imagine if they was on the same team.
Word, like that should be whack.
Yeah. You know, we have been deprived of those great battles. So I'm glad that they didn't team up.
Did you see his clutchness against the playoffs at Memphis? Like in a highlight tape when you see him going off?
Yep.
Yeah, bro.
Man, yo, Kawhi Leonard a bad boy, man.
I'm like, yo, the way he just step back and pull up, man, that shit looked so fucking crazy, P. I was like, yo, it's like, man, I forgot. Like when he was on the Spurs, he was really that good, bro. Like he was the man. And everybody talk about Toronto Raptors. Listen, man, I had that. Man, listen, man, I'm telling you, I thought that Spurs team was gonna win that series against the fucking Golden State.
Since 2017, that was his team.
No, I think it was since 2016. Well, actually,
you don't think 2017? I think since 2017 he became the leader of that team. You think a little earlier?
No, it was 2016. He became. It was when he went against Durant in the playoffs and lost. That was in 2016. He was the leading scorer. But actually, like he became the best player in the 2014 finals and never looked back.
Yeah, that was the beginning. From there, it became the Kawhi Leonard show after that.
Remember, because the 2015 season, we went to the playoffs. We lost in the first round. He was the leading scorer, averaging 20, 21, 22 points in the playoffs. Then the second year, he averaged like 24 in the playoffs in 2016. Then 2017, he's averaged 28. He had 25 in the season, 28 in the playoffs. Before he got injured, listen, like I'm telling you, man, in that game, I thought he was gonna score 50 that game against the Warriors.
Word.
Before they injured him, because he had 28 points and early to go in the third quarter, bro. You feel me?
Hell yeah.
It was
Hell
like
yeah,
8 minutes still to go in the third quarter. He had 28.
Word.
And like that Kawhi was a defensive beast. Before he started getting these knee injuries, man. Like that's how I was telling people, man. Like, yo, Kawhi was that dude, bro. Like, and he still is. The crazy part is.
Oh yeah. You know, it's the fact that he's not active enough to a lot of people. That's why.
It's like I said, man. His time coming to playoffs. Like he's smart. He like, you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do to coach through the regular season. When playoff time comes, it's my time.
Word. I feel you, son. Word, man. But yeah. Shout out to Sacktown, man. He made some. He hit me up yesterday. Say he made some money at the casino. You know how he do.
Yep.
So yeah, he made some money off that fight, the Pacquiao fight last night. So he did his thing in the casino, man. You know. So, but yeah, man. Shout out to Sacktown, man.
Sacco.
Word. And I still don't think. Here's another thing. I still don't think he's coming back this season, though. So, again, people are gonna sweep him under the rug. So, what's up? Now, what happened to my audio? Hold on. Oh, something happened. Looks like I just lost communication or something on my line. It just went haywire, went a little crazy on me. Man, I need to get a new webcam. This webcam is going to be the webcam that I use even when I travel. So I don't like having a bad webcam. Okay, so far I guess this is going to have to do because the camera's not working right now. The web. Okay. Now I had myself muted for a while. Something must have went wrong with my live screen, the webcam in general. Let me see if I could try to fix this. All right, there you go. I'm back. See that zooming in? You only get that on a good camera, but this camera be messing up for some reason. So I'm gonna have to douse it, get rid of this bad boy. Actually talking to Who Facts and it just disappeared. Yo, what's up?
Yeah, my bad. I had got a phone call.
Oh, it's all good. But something was happening to my live stream anyway. I don't know what was happening to it. Word.
No, the haters.
Word.
I was just on the live stream with my boy Mookie earlier.
Right.
He's talking about how, I don't know who said it, but somebody said Kevin Durant doesn't have nothing else to prove. I'm like, what? I'm
Man,
like,
as long as you playing basketball, you got something to prove.
I'm like, wait, what? Like, wait, first of all, I understand when somebody say, oh, this person ain't got nothing left to prove, but I get it. But
Right.
what did Kevin Durant prove?
He proved you can win. He proved you can win with super teams.
Yeah, like what is that?
Yeah. The more talent if you take players from other teams, you can win a championship. That's what he proved.
Like, word, what is that saying, bro? Like, what are you talking about?
Word.
Prove
I think
what?
Yeah, but who said that? Was there a person that said that or a player?
A player, somebody like that. I came
Mm,
into the stream late,
mm.
but when you had players, you had people chiming in, like, "Oh yeah, man, he has nothing else to prove. He's good." Like what?
What? Man, that's bugged out, man. You got a long way to go. Word.
Like what did these men do, bro?
I don't know, man. These people just be capping for their favorite player. That's why, you know. And it's funny because LeBron fans throw Kevin Durant under the bus for super teams, but then leave LeBron alone out of it. Don't you notice that? That make no sense.
Yeah, that's always tricky.
They got the same energy. They got the same energy as we have towards super teams. If it's Kevin Durant, we could bash Kevin Durant all we want, but if it's LeBron, it's a complete different story.
That's a fact. Remember the time World was like, Kevin Durant a bitch, right? He a bitch, right? But doing the super teams, remember? I was like, what? I'm like, bro, what about LeBron too?
Right. And they want you to co-sign all of that stuff that Kevin Durant is doing, but leave LeBron out the mix. That don't make no sense. They're the ones that started the nickname. Oh, cupcakes. Oh, Steak Durant. He can't win without a superstars on his team. If that's the case, then what is LeBron then?
LeBrick.
You should have the same energy. If Kevin Durant can't win with superstars, neither could LeBron James. They don't want to admit that
though. Man, that shit is fucked up.
Word.
All they do is lie. All they do is cat and make excuses.
Oh yeah, get prepared for it, man. The season right around the corner, bro. We got a month and a half to go before the NBA comes right back.
Facts.
It's not that far off.
At all.
Yeah. So this is the time where I can actually do like the retro videos and talk about stuff, because when the NBA season comes, I don't really talk about retro stuff too much. I kind of focus on what's going on. But I got a solid month and a half to go down some NBA history with people, and that's about it until the season start back. But yeah, man, the season kicks off with Durant and LeBron. The NBA gonna be milking them like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Because they know that's all they got. Because if they're not milking LeBron, they're gonna milk KD. If they're not milking KD, they're gonna milk James Harden. And having all the guys that's advertisable are on the same teams.
Yo, it's so fucked up that they keep the same shit in our face or the same lie, and we tend to believe it sometimes. Remember,
because you hear it so much in the media. That's why.
Think about it, man. Think about it. Like, look how many times you probably said Kevin Durant's the best player in the world, right?
Yeah.
Then you really thought about it, like, wait, hold on, what the fuck?
Exactly. Yeah. You sit back and think about it. You're like, why I'm saying this guy the best for? He didn't even do nothing that I could really solidly prove.
Because we're going by his skill set and what the media is saying.
Yeah.
But none of that doesn't mean nothing until you prove you could really win the chips. Your skill set got to go along with the winning. That's just like saying, all right, if we want to go by skill, shit, T-Mac the best player of all time. Shit.
Right.
Right?
Word. And it's hard to judge a guy like Kevin Durant for that matter, because I can't tell you how good he really is, because all his winning situations came at super team. So if he wins another title again, it's going to be on another super team.
Yeah.
So I can't really take nothing away from that. I can't sit there and say, man, Kevin Durant bought the Heat, but he's supposed to win. Look who he's playing with. You know, I don't suspect anything. Only way this is going to make news is if they lose. That's the only shocking thing that can happen if they lose altogether. Other than that, if they win, you're going to say, "Oh, I suspect them to win." So it's not going to be nothing shocking unless they lose. That's the thing with super teams. It's only interesting if they lose because you know they're supposed to win.
Yeah, but you got these dick riders.
Word.
Fanboys.
And man, I don't even know what those fanboys be thinking, man. It's just like they say absurd stuff, man. You know, and it's all just to protect LeBron. They sit there and say, man, you know, let me just get a team. They'll sit there and say, man, you know, the Boston Celtics right now is a super team with Jason Tatum and all that.
Word.
You know, and I'm like looking at them like, what are you thinking, bro? Like, where does this come from? That don't even meet the criteria of a super team, man.
These niggas be trying to, LeBron lovers be trying to finesse us. They say something. Oh yeah, like a Horace Grant is a Hall of Famer. What?
Exactly. And that's crazy. That's crazy within itself. You know.
What? I'm pretty sure you heard that before, right?
Yeah.
See?
They're just trying to diffuse anybody else's accomplishments so they can make LeBron look good.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Horace Grant averaged 12 points a game. He was a role player. You know, Horace Grant not even no damn Hall of Fame. They're trying to, man, he played with Jordan played with like 6 Hall of Famers. No, he played with 2 actually. That's it. 2 Hall of Famers, B. That's it.
So
LeBron played with like 10 of them. Yo, what's up, G Money?
what's going on, guys?
G,
What's
what
good,
up, nigga?
Yo,
What's good with you, babe? You all right?
yeah, great. You?
I'm chilling,
Right.
man. I can't complain, nigga. We miss you. We been on vacation.
Vacation and all that, chilling with family and stuff. Yeah.
Ain't
All right,
nothing.
man.
No, I don't
Good.
blame you. And nigga stay away from the psychopaths on fucking YouTube.
Yeah, I've seen psychopaths on YouTube that like annoy the heck out of me. So we're talking about Max Kellerman potentially leaving First Take.
Yeah. I mean, I heard a lot of clips of Stephen A. Smith talking about the situation, and it sounded like there's been a little beef between them. Some people say Stephen A. Smith and Max Kellerman had a little beef, you know. So I don't know.
I got no idea what's going on.
For Max Kellerman, Max is a good guy, but there's certain opinions when it really comes to basketball that I don't respect. Remember one time he said that KD wasn't a top 5 player. He also said that Porzingis has Shaq-like tendencies, which is ridiculous. He also said one time that Karl-Anthony Towns could be the next Hakeem Olajuwon, which is blasphemy. He also said that Kawhi Leonard's more clutch than Kobe Bryant. I'm like, it's some of the dumbest shit I ever heard. Like,
Yeah, and you know what? He don't put no formula to his answers. He never answers a question fully. He always gives half-ass answers.
Right. I mean, most of us do that sometimes. I mean, to be fair, we all kind of do that sometimes, but I get what you're saying.
Not like that. You know, like if you tell me who's better between this guy or that guy, I'm not going to sit here and say, well, you know, it's 50% for this guy, 50% for that guy. I'm just going to tell you flat out which one I think is better.
And you got to give me reasons too.
Yeah. You know, but he don't do that. He would just simply say, well, you know, I think right now this guy is better, but by next week, this guy would be better. It don't make any sense, man. It's
crazy.
Just all over the place.
Yo, but when I think about it, Stephen A. Smith too, he's another one.
True. Stephen A. does have some opinions that are ridiculous. He said that Donovan Mitchell was the best Utah Jazz player of all time, which is dumbfounded. He also said that D Book is the next Kobe Bryant, which is moronic. He also said he also blamed Steph Curry for Kevin Durant and Draymond Green feuding, which is even more foolishness because Curry was not even at the game.
What does that have to do with Steph Curry that 2 other guys are beefing?
That's what I'm saying. He said that one time. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand certain analyst logic. I mean, yeah, I don't understand certain analyst logic. But the one that got to me was Devin Booker being the next Kobe Bryant. No, don't ever compare D Book to Kobe. Let's not do that. Devin Booker is a good player, but even D Book said himself he's not the Black Mamba.
Yeah, you know what funny is some people was actually sitting there saying, yeah, it's true. Look at the skill. Bro, they don't shoot alike. They don't dribble alike. There was no
Exactly.
comparison. You know, usually when you compare somebody, they at least have a similar looking skill set. Like be like, oh man, this move is just the same move as Mike used to do, etc.
Right.
But look at Devin Booker and look at Kobe. You tell me if
They
those
don't
two
have the
guys
same
look like
They
tendencies
don't
or
have the
nothing.
same skill set. The only thing Booker's better than Kobe's 3-point shooting. Other than that, Kobe's a better mid-range shooter, athletic, better. He has more skills offensively. And if you
Yeah.
put
Ball
Kobe Bryant,
handling,
ball handler, defender, if you put
everything.
Kobe Bryant on the Suns right now, they would beat the Bucks in 5 games. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, man. But yo, Tay, what's up?
What's up, man?
So
Well,
yeah,
that
man.
bad.
Okay.
What you got to say, man?
Nothing. Not just laughing at. I'm just laughing at these Eagles right now.
You laughing at my Eagles? Oh, you just came on here to laugh. How come you always come at everybody on their favorite teams, man?
Good.
I think you right now becoming like the pest for everybody that's a fan of a certain team, man. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing out here, man.
I'm doing it just for fun.
I know. I'm joking with you, man. You know.
LeBron made a tweet once again. It's not Drummond this time.
Sure,
What?
but Tay,
LeBron
what do you
made-
think about Max Kellerman potentially leaving first take? What do you think about that?
I don't know. I read on them. I would probably read on that about, but they might have beat. I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We just don't know.
I
Right.
prefer to Skip Bayless, Stephen A. Smith duo. I prefer
Man, Skip. Yeah, Skip Bayless, Stephen A. They had chemistry.
that chemistry. I mean, they had opinions that were idiotic. Well, certain of them, really more Skip Bayless, that had moronic opinions, but there were some opinions they said that made some sort of sense. So that's some chemistry compared to Max and Stephen A. I just feel that Max sometimes says a lot of dumb stuff. Another thing he said that was ridiculous was, oh, the 2018 Raptors with Lowry and DeRozan were an all-time great team. No, they're not.
Who said that?
Max Kellerman said that one time. He did.
When?
I think it was back in like a few years ago. He said this. He said it that the DeRozan and Lowry Raptors were an all-time great team. Like, come on, man. No, they were not. Like, that team choked every year in the playoffs until they got Gasol, Lowry. They traded Kawhi. I mean, I said Gasol and Kawhi, excuse me. Like, come on. They traded Valanciunas for Gasol and traded DeRozan for Kawhi. Like, what was Max talking about? Like, it's craziness.
Hell yeah.
He also said that Kawhi. He also said that Kawhi's better than Kobe. I was like,
no,
what?
he said more clutch. I already said that. No, that's what Max said. That was the dumbest narrative I ever heard. It's like
he's a boxing guy. That's why he said that.
Like my thing is saying, like, I don't know, man. Like that, I mean, like that Raptors team, like they was good, but Kawhi Leonard made them good because
he made him a championship contender.
Like, yeah, bro, because didn't nobody have them winning shit or nothing, bro. Like, come on, and it's like people try to downplay Kawhi Leonard legacy, talking about, oh yeah, like the Raptors was a good team. They had Siakam, they had Kyle Lowry, they didn't really have shit, bro. They had really regular, half-ass players, bro. Like Siakam, like he's overrated by far. Like he was shining because all the fucking attention was on Kawhi Leonard. Like Kawhi Leonard changed the mentality of that fucking whole team. That's why I don't get when people say Kyle Lowry was a leader. No, it was Kawhi. Like Kawhi was like Kawhi led by action, and Kawhi was talking. Like, remember when Kawhi was like, I got Giannis. Remember when Kawhi was like, we going into the Golden State Warriors to get 2 wins, not 1. Like, bro, like I'm telling you, bro, Kawhi had them on some other shit, bro. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Right, and people always downgrade Kawhi's title, like, oh, the Warriors were hurt, but they ignore the fact that the Rockets and Blazers lost to that same team. I get so irritated when people use injury excuses to downgrade his title, but ignore the fact that Damian Lillard and James Harden lost to that same team.
Money. They only lose injuries to benefit their favorite player.
Yep.
I'm gonna say most Kawhi Leonard's. I'm gonna say people say try down to Kawhi. They're like easy LeBron fans.
Mm-hmm.
Either LeBron fans or somebody else. Like people are just biased sometimes. Like they're biased.
And it's
Like
like Kawhi Leonard played against one injured team, but he beat the Philly. I mean, like, bro, he beat the Sixers and beat the Bucks with Brogdon.
right, and Milwaukee and those teams were supposed to win. Those teams, even
Yeah.
the Warriors were supposed to win too. People forget about this. Klay Thompson was there in Game 1, they lost. He was there in Game 4, and they lost, and they barely won Game 5. And you can argue if Nick Nurse didn't call a timeout, and his team was up by 6, they may have won in 5.
Yeah, I remember that he fucked up the momentum, and
Yeah.
and it's like another thing, like I don't know, like what player that won a championship played against more tougher teams than Kawhi Leonard to win the ring in like the past 10 years.
I mean, you can argue Dirk Nowitzki, really.
I said the last 10 years.
Yeah, we're in 2021, so 10 years, 2011.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
You can
Oh,
argue
yeah,
Dirk
Dirk.
Nowitzki.
Yeah, Dirk.
Besides Dirk, of this generation.
Damn. Oh,
Like the-
maybe you could. That's tough. That's
Like the
tough.
competition that Kawhi Leonard had to go through, you had Philly with Jimmy Butler, you had the Bucks with Brogdon, and you had the
Giannis.
73 win Golden State Warriors team.
I can't say 73 winning because they were a different team, but I get what you're saying.
Word.
I remember some people were saying, "Oh, Kawhi was overrated." I don't agree with that. Kawhi is a great player, man. I mean, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. I mean, people say, "Oh, Kawhi was overrated." Oh, he beat an injured team, but there's been championship teams that had some sort of luck. So I don't get people sometimes.
They're saying that because he posed a threat to LeBron, and that's their favorite player.
Right. But I want to throw this out there, Pete. Remember when the Lakers beat the Miami Heat and Bam missed 2 games, Dragic missed 4 games, but they don't want to talk about that? That went 6.
I talked about it to my friends.
That could have went 7 if both of those guys was playing. Who knows?
Right.
I talked to my friends that I told my friends that the only reason that my Lakers won the championship 2020 because Bam and Dragic went injured.
I mean, the Lakers probably would have won anyway, but it would have been a tough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But the fact they were able to get 2 games without those guys, and Jimmy Butler went off on those 2 games when LeBron disappeared because he had a chance to shut that guy down and check him. He just let Jimmy Butler go off.
And they almost went 7. And you see the bias here. People shit at Kawhi saying, "Oh, but Kevin Durant was out. The Warriors were favorites without KD." I mean,
Right.
Klay Thompson was out. Klay was there most of the series and they were losing. Like, what are we doing now? Like, but when the Lakers can be an injured Heat team, people don't care about that. But yet we're crapping on the Raptors championship. It's bias shit, man. It's bias.
Oh yeah.
And it's
They're
like
LeBron fanboys.
and it's like another thing. Come on, bro. Like that team was stacked.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. Like, I need Kevin Durant to win. Really?
Good point. They were pretty stacked. They were favorites to win. No one talks about that. They were the favorites.
Yep. Yep. I think P might make a Kawhi hate video round 4 about the hatred towards Kawhi.
Yeah, what's up, man?
P might make that video if he has time.
But yeah, man, the season starts. I was telling the season starts less than a month and a half away.
October 19th.
Yeah. So it's not that far away, man.
Klay Thompson, it's like Klay Thompson. He's expected to be back by Christmas Day.
Christmas in Phoenix. Yeah.
Oh, why? Oh yeah. I know why.
Word. But yeah, man. What I wanted to say. Yeah, remember that time we talked about the free agents that's still available? Nobody got picked up yet, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah. No one had picked up yet.
Wow, that's kind of wild. I heard Rajon Rondo may get bought out by Memphis. So, and then they said this scenario that he could still end up going back to the Lakers. So, which is kind of
And,
weird.
I'm saying, I'm saying, it sounds like LeBron. He trying to get Patrick Beverly too. I'm like, come on now, LeBron. Well, why you trying to get more help?
Oh yeah, he said he'd be willing to play with Patrick Beverly if he gets bought out. So.
Yeah,
which I think he will. I think Pat Bev's gonna get bought out. I don't see him staying in Minnesota. I doubt it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. He's being tossed around like a hot potato now, man. So, which is kind of disrespectful because he's a solid role player. I'm not saying he's like the best, but he's a good role player that he doesn't deserve to be tossed around like that, but I don't know, man. Him on Minnesota is not a good fit. Minnesota just needs to hit the reset button. And I would probably, if I'm calling Anthony Towns, I would ask for a trade.
Yo, he should go to the Knicks, man. That's what he needs to do.
Who Anthony Towns? I would love that.
Pat Bev or Carl Anthony
Towns.
Oh yeah, he should.
I would love that. He will fit nice in New York.
You got Towns, Randall,
and Bradley Beal
oh
too.
My God,
I'm saying Bradley Beal. He needs to leave Washington.
No.
He should go to the New York Knicks.
We can't get everybody, man.
No,
I know.
No.
Him and it's like
he will fuck the
Carl
Knicks up.
Julius Randle. That would be a nice big three.
Beal would have fit nice with Miami. Beal would have fit nice with Miami or Milwaukee.
That's actually, Giannis could probably use a solid running mate, like a legit number 2 that he could really depend on. Because technically it's Chris Middleton, but he disappears sometimes. He's always 50-50.
I mean, to be fair with Chris Middleton, he was clutching big moments. I know he's.
I know that's this season. He's always had a reputation for being 50-50. You just never know with the guy.
That is true.
Yo, bro, you want to know what would be crazy? What would be deadly?
What?
If they put Donovan Mitchell as the fucking 1, and they bring in Bradley Beal as a 2, and they get rid of Mike Conley. Oh my God.
That team would be deadly. Bradley Beal can create his own shot. Donovan will create his own shot. The Jazz would be a better team, and that team can get to the Western Conference Finals. Will they get to the finals? I don't know, but that team can get to the conference final.
They could have went to on this year if the Jazz didn't blow a big league with the Clippers.
25. They blew a 25-point lead. Yeah. They should have been the Clippers without Kawhi. If they just did that, you would have played the Suns. And people forget about this. Chris Paul didn't play the first 2 games because he had COVID. So if things go your way, you might have been up 2-0 on Phoenix. You might have went to the finals last year. I don't know if they would have beaten Milwaukee. I don't know, but you would have had a chance.
Yeah.
Right, no question, man.
Still the best of Philly here.
And Philly's still rumored to be trading Ben Simmons.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw him actually hit a 3 in practice. I'm like, why would you do that in the game?
Right.
That's correct.
I was like, why you couldn't do that in the game?
The last time he hit a 3 was when? Against the Bucks, ironically, in a meaningless game in an overtime loss.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Garbage.
I don't think he's garbage. I don't think he's trash. I just think he's overrated.
Yeah, Simmons is, oh my God.
Overrated.
Are you putting him in the same category of a guy that don't deserve to be an all-star, like how people were saying about Draymond Green?
Yeah, he don't deserve to be. I mean, like in the Eastern Conference, he's an all-star, but he shouldn't be an all-star.
Money, is Ben Simmons an all-star to you?
Nah. The way he plays, nah. I mean,
bro, have he ever even averaged 18 points?
I doubt it. I mean, Ben's a good passer and defender and athletic, but that's it. Other than that, he's a liability on the offensive end. He's never averaged 18. His highest was 17, 2019.
Yeah, that's his highest.
Wow, he's making all-star teams with that. I can understand.
What's the criteria for being an all-star these days? You can't anybody in there.
Nothing. You get a triple single and go be an all-star.
Damn it, Kyle Korver and Jeff Teague in all-star team in Atlanta.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, sometimes you just get some of these all-stars that make you scratch your head, man. But at least they're not like top-tier all-stars. They're like second or third-tier all-stars that's coming off the bench from an all-star game.
Come here.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I got
Adam
on
Silver
mute.
wants to end the super
Garbage.
team.
Say that again.
Adam Silver wants to end super teams.
Yeah, I know.
pretty good.
Good luck trying. Good luck on stopping it. It's gonna be easier said than done.
It's
But
not going to happen. He's never going to stop super teams.
yeah.
As long as the buyout market is around and trades, yeah, that'll never happen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
He just a LeBron puppet.
Mm.
You can make a case because I remember LeBron caught the virus, right? And then before they played the Suns, and he was still playing. But all of a sudden, Chris Paul can catch it, and he can miss games against the Clippers. That didn't make sense.
Yeah, man.
He's a LeBron lover. That's why.
But damn.
Man, LeBron, yeah, this LeBron family.
What's the opening game?
October 19th is Brooklyn and Milwaukee, Golden State and Los Angeles. Yeah.
AOP.
That's a solid matchup.
I'm watching this YouTuber named I'm not gonna say his name, but this dude said Michael Jordan is the most overrated player of all time. I was like, what?
He's the what?
The most overrated player of all time.
Overrated.
Yes.
Who said that?
That's crazy.
Some guy named B New. Remember B New who did that video try to say Kobe was trash?
I don't even know who these dudes you talking about, man. But I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I'm good. No, I'm good where I'm at. I don't want to know.
Yeah, sometimes, man, when you hear an opinion that you know that's moronic, sometimes you just gotta want to ignore it and just go on.
You just gotta fall back on it.
Exactly. You just let them talk and just go through one ear, come out the other ear. Because I know I'm not gonna get anything out of it. But
oh yeah,
that just me. But opening night, hey, the Nets are trying to get revenge on the Bucks. The Warriors are trying to get revenge on the Lakers on opening night.
That's gonna be fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be fun.
But hell, no Klay Thompson.
I know Klay won't play. He won't come back till probably Christmas Day.
I'm gonna say this. I got my Lakers beating the Warriors by 2 points.
By 2, okay.
By 2.
Yep.
They should beat the Warriors by more than 2.
No, I'm saying, but Stephen Curry, he's gonna go off in the first half. The second half, my Lakers, we're gonna turn it up in the second half.
Okay.
And what about the first game? The Nets and the Bucks you got?
It's close, but I got Brooklyn. I gotta take Brooklyn. Probably like by 1 point.
Ooh, a squeaker. Okay. And speaking of that, I want to ask you guys, if Kevin Durant's foot wasn't on the line for Game 7, remember when you hit that crazy shot?
Yeah, they win.
They win that.
They would have won easily.
Do you think they would have? How far do you think that team would have gone if Durant's foot wasn't on the line in Game 7?
I think they still would have. I think they would have beat the Suns. I think one of those guys would have probably came back too. You know, James Harden still would have been playing too.
Mm-hmm. True. What do you think, Tay? If Durant's foot wasn't on the line, how far do you think the Nets would have gone?
They'll probably make the final. They're gonna make the final and beat Phoenix.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Speaking of that, G Money, some of the subscribers was asking, like why you left the debate and all that other stuff. So I guess that answers your question because you just said you fall back on sometimes if somebody's not making any sense.
Exactly. I can't deal with idiots. Like what was Raw status? He said the Cavs were not a super team with Love and Kyrie, which is ridiculous. He said that Rodman was a superstar. Like what? He also, and here's the bias with him. He gives LeBron an excuse for him being banged up, but he doesn't mention the fact that Chris Paul had a shoulder injury in that same series. He doesn't talk about that. Chris Paul wasn't playing fourth quarters, but he ignores that. But wants to give LeBron an excuse because he was not 100%.
And here's the funny part: Chris Paul got hurt in that series. LeBron James already had months off.
Right, and Chris Paul was sitting at fourth quarters, man. Like, watch the series. He was sitting at fourth quarters, man. Like, they didn't have another ball, a playmaker other than Devin Booker when CP3 went down. Like, come on, you're relying on Cameron Payne. Like, really? Like, but he doesn't want to talk about that. And here's another thing that kills me. He says, "Oh, what did Love and Kyrie do without LeBron? What did Scottie Pippen do without MJ?" If you're going by that logic, right? Yeah. At least Kyrie may still win a title without LeBron.
Yeah.
Kevin Love, if he goes to the right team, he may have a chance.
Yeah.
Kevin Love just went into an injury-prone. His career, I don't know what's going on with him, but he just can't stay healthy.
He can't stay. He can't stay healthy. When he was healthy in Minnesota, he was the best power forward in the NBA at the time in Minnesota.
Yeah, and what people fail to realize, these guys were already established all-stars already.
Exactly. It just it didn't have good rosters around it. Like, look at Kyrie Irving's roster before LeBron came. Here's his roster: Deion Waiters, a young Tristan Thompson, Matt Dellavedova, a banged up Sean Livingston, an old Luol Deng, an old Jared Jack. I mean, really, Anthony Bennett, Alonzo G. What team did he have in Cleveland before LeBron?
And bro, the funny part is they still would have made the playoffs sooner or later anyway, because they were getting better every year.
That's true. But Kyrie made that team. It's just that he didn't have a good. I know he missed the playoffs, but you got to look at the roster he had around him. Like, what team he had in Cleveland. For Kevin Love, you got to do the same in Minnesota. Here's his roster: Ricky Rubio, and old Kevin Martin, Corey Brewer, Nikola Pekovic, J.J. Correa, Luke Rednauer.
And he played in the West.
So how is he going to make the playoffs? Like, here's the craziness.
But still managed to win 40 games.
Exactly. But people want to give LeBron the excuse, but he was injured in 2019, and that's where they missed the playoffs. But there's been times in which Kyrie and Love have been hurt and teams dropped off, but they don't want to mention that.
Oh, yeah.
It's craziness. I remember Kyrie as the number one option. People forget about this. In 2018, the Celtics were the number one seed until he got hurt. I know they went to the conference final. I get that. But if you have Kyrie in Boston in 2018, you can't tell me that team doesn't make the finals. They would have at least gone to the NBA finals. But no one wants to talk about that.
And it went down to 7 games. So if Kyrie just went off being Kyrie scoring, they probably would have won.
They would have won the Eastern Conference. I don't think they beat the Warriors or the Rockets, but they would at least have an opportunity.
Oh, yeah. Most question, man. It's just big time bias, and it gets exposed a lot,
Exactly. But I like Scottie. Scottie's a great player, a very good player, but they give Scottie all this credit for winning 55 games and losing in the second round against New York and then blowing a 15-point fourth quarter lead in game 7. But they crap on Kyrie and Love not winning without LeBron. It's craziness.
Nope. And then they forget to mention what happened the very next season when the Bulls weren't even a playoff team anymore. And with Scottie Pippen on it.
Exactly. I mean, Scottie was good. Don't get us wrong. Scottie was good. He helped MJ. But if you're going to crap on Kyrie and Love not winning without LeBron, you got to do the same with Scottie. Because what did Scottie win without MJ? If you're going by, LeBron fanboys logic.
Oh, yeah. No, this makes no sense, man. It's just incredible bias. But as I said, I welcome everybody and I let them speak their piece. And, so it is what it is, though, man. But, we about to be up out of here, man. Shout out to everybody that joined on Hoop Facts, G Money, Tay, But, man, it's not too long, man. We got October 19th right around the corner, man. It's going to be interesting. It really is going to be a little interesting.
A lot of teams have a lot to prove. And before we go, A-Trick asked me with Jamal Murray being an all-star next season. I don't know about that. I doubt it. With this ACL injury, it's going to take him time for him to recover. But I'm going to say no. I don't think he makes an all-star team. I say no. But back to – I'll make this quick before we go. Next season, a lot of teams have a lot to prove. The Lakers, the
Oh yeah.
Suns, the Nets, the Bucks, the Jazz, the Nuggets. There's a lot of teams that have a lot to prove.
Oh yeah. And let me ask you this quick, just quick off the dome. Who wins MVP this next season? Oh, it's too early for you.
MVP? Whew,
Yeah.
that's tough, man.
If you could cash in an early vote right now,
as of right now,
who will it be for you?
I'm gonna say that's tough, man. I'm gonna say KD. I'm gonna go with KD.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Giannis.
So he gets a third one this come?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Giannis. You know, I think he could do it. You know, I just got a feeling that Giannis is gonna get a lot of accomplishments, man. He's already ahead of the curve. You know, he got so much accomplishments and so much individual accomplishments already. He has so much opportunities to get more. So
exactly. And Giannis, he had a magical playoff run this year. I mean, you got to give Giannis some. You got to give the Bucks some credit. Milwaukee went from a team that can never get it done into, you know, they swept the Miami Heat, the team that knocked them out in the bubble last year. Then
that's redemption.
Got redemption. Then you beat Kevin Durant and the Nets. I know the Nets were banged up, but they were still favored anyway. And you still win. You still won Game 7 in Brooklyn. Then you beat the Hawks, who were on fire going into that series. I know, to be fair, Trae Young was down, but remember, Giannis hurt his leg, and he didn't play the last 2 games, and he still win the series. And then against the Suns, I wrote them off. When they were down 2-0, I thought they were done. Then they came back, and not only did they win the series, they went 4 in a row against a team that the Suns were the hottest team in the playoffs going into the finals, and then the Bucks beat them 4 games in a row, a reversed sweep after being down 2-0. So their Bucks championship run to me was kind of underrated. I understand injuries happen, but injuries are part of the game. And yeah,
everybody's hurt around playoff time. Nobody's 100% anyway.
Exactly. And no one talks about the fact that the Bucks didn't have Dante DiVincenzo. No one talks about that. So and the fact that Giannis wasn't healthy because he had the hyperextended knee. So it's not like Milwaukee were fully healthy. So we gotta be a little bit objective.
And the fact that if you're on the court playing, I don't care if you're so-called classified as injured or not, you're held responsible. You're on the court playing. You know, so if you have some nagging injury, it's preventing you from playing a certain way, whatever the case may be, don't play then. You know, but if you're on the court, we have to judge you by what we're seeing on the court. You are playing. So I don't understand why people try to give a pass for a guy and say, oh, he's hurt. If he was so hurt, he would not be playing. Trust me.
That's a good point. I see what you're saying. That's a great point. And like I said, I don't know why people get mad at Giannis and the Bucks. Oh, he didn't have to do with the healthy Nets team. It's not his fault. What is he supposed to do? It's not his fault that Kyrie went down. It's not his fault that James Harden wasn't healthy. What are the Bucks supposed to do? Forfeit? No, they had to beat them. And that's what they did. Yes, they had some luck with the Durant feet on the line. I get that. But they still took advantage of it. And even against the Suns, they were down 2-0. Everyone thought it was over. I thought it was over. When the Suns were up 2-0, I thought they were going to win at 5. I thought they were done. And then Milwaukee proved me wrong. And not only did they win the series, they also won a game in Phoenix. You know how tough it is to win in that building?
Oh, yeah. All year long. That team was kicking butt in their home arena.
Exactly. And then they're down 16. People forget the Bucks were down 16 and went and won in their building. Like, come on, man. Like, we gotta give this team some sort of credit. I mean, I don't think they'll repeat, but they have a chance. If they can repeat, wow. If the Bucks can go back to back this season and become a potential dynasty, that would be great for Giannis' legacy. And I'm saying this right now. If he wins one more title in Milwaukee, he'll be the best Milwaukee Buck of all time.
Oh, no question. He got to be up there, you know. And if he wins another championship this upcoming season, I don't want to hear no more talk of the other guys being the best. He's the best player in the league.
Exactly.
He would have won back-to-back championship. You got to give him props as the best player in basketball.
Exactly.
But that means he proved last year was no fluke.
Exactly. I mean, look at the teams he would potentially beat. If you get to the playoffs, you may play the Nets, or you may play, you know, maybe like the Heat. If you beat them in the finals, you may play like the Suns again, or even the Lakers. Like, if he beats them, Come on, man. Like, how is it not great? Like, it's amazing. Yes, I know the Bucks has some luck. I get it, but so is almost every championship level team. Like, we gotta get the Bucks credit. Like, look at the odds they had to go through. Almost everybody didn't pick the Bucks to win. I sure didn't. I picked them to lose against the Nets. I picked them to lose against the Hawks, especially when Giannis went down. And I picked them to lose against the Suns, and they proved me wrong. I mean, Chris Middleton, clutch. Drew Holiday made big defensive plays, made some big shots.
Yep.
PJ Tucker, great defense. Bobby Portis was huge off the bench. I mean, Pat Connaughton hit some threes, offensive rebounds. I mean, even heck, Coach Budenholzer made some adjustments in the playoffs. Like, get some sort of credit, man. And Brook Lopez was big time too, yeah?
Oh, yeah. Let me ask you this, though, before we go. What you think of this Milwaukee Bucks offseason?
It's not all that great if you're Milwaukee. I mean, you lost Forbes this offseason. You lost Tucker. I mean, it's not a great offseason.
I thought they missed out, man. I thought they had some good opportunities to grab some solid role players. They just let them slip.
Right. I mean, you let them. So you lose Forbes, who helped you in the Heat series. You lose Tucker, who helps you in the playoffs with defense and big time 3-point shooting. That's some big losses, man. I mean, look, Milwaukee's gonna have some trouble repeating next year. They're gonna have some trouble because again, it's hard to repeat. But we just have to wait to see how this team looks. I think if they can stay healthy, they'll be a top 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. If they can stay healthy, this team should at least get to the Eastern Conference Finals. At least go that far. And if they have a shot to get to the finals, hey, great. If they can repeat and win a championship again, then they'll follow through. But their offseason, I say, is a mediocre offseason for the Bucks.
Oh, yeah. Do you think any leftover player now is good for them? Are DeMarcus Cousins, Paul Millsap, Dennis Smith Jr., or you say none of those guys really a good fit?
Let me see. Dennis Smith, I don't think will fit there. Boogie, maybe. Boogie could fit, though. You could put him at the 5. Boogie could fit there. And who else did you say again?
Paul Millsap.
Okay. If you get Paul Millsap, you'll probably have to either put him at the 4 to start him or come from the bench. I mean, that would be a decent move. So if I were the Bucks, I still would need to, get a backup center to help out Brook Lopez. That's what I would do. And or get a backup 4 to help out Giannis. So I think Boogie and Millsap would help. Dennis Smith, I don't think he'll fit. Nah.
You know who I think they should get? Because they're going to have to meet the Nets at some point. They should get Avery Bradley.
That would be a great move.
Because he could play defense. And you're going to need somebody like that on Kyrie Irving.
Can play defense. He can hit the 3-pointer. Yeah. And Avery Bradley can hit the big shot when you need him to. Like Avery Bradley, remember, I know he didn't play in the bubble because of the COVID problem, but he is a champion. So if you get Avery Bradley on the Milwaukee Bucks, that team will be more dangerous on ball because you have Drew Holiday and Avery Bradley that you can throw at Kyrie in the playoffs. And if you get to the NBA Finals, hypothetically, you could throw him on either Devin Booker or Chris Paul or Russell Westbrook.
I hear that. Hey, my last question. What you think of Kevin Garnett still phasing out Ray Allen? I think it's not just him. It's Paul Pierce as well. They somehow have a hatred for Ray Allen. I'm like,
gotta move on. It's 8 years ago.
Leave the guy alone, man. Like, why y'all keep bothering the dude?
It's 8 years ago. Again, I understand technically Ray Allen kinda did a KD and joined the team that beat him. Kinda. I'm not. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But move on. This happened 8 years ago. Like, yes, it sucks in which a player joins the team that beat him. I get it. But listen, Ray Allen helped you all win a title. He hit big shots. He was a pretty underrated defender. Like, come on, Ray Allen in his prime was a top 3 shooting guard in the NBA at that time in his prime. Like, come on, man. Like, I don't know. Like, this is just the truth, and KG have to move on, let it go. And,
I think it's because they beef with – this started from Rajon Rondo and Ray Allen having a problem. Then I guess it's triggered down to everybody else.
Right.
But, yeah, man, I thought it was petty. And I was like, come on, man. He's going on social media, cropping out pictures of Ray Allen. If he took a picture with Ray Allen, he had put an X on Ray Allen's face. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is petty little kid stuff.
This is 8 years ago. Like, yes, I know he joined a team that. Yes, I know they never had the greatest relationship, like you said. I guess they're more mad the fact that Ray Allen won a title with Miami. I guess they're more mad about that because remember, he played the Celtics in 2012. Ray Allen was on the Big Three Celtics. The Celtics lost to them and they joined the team that beat him. I guess that's why they're mad at him. But at the same time, this happened 8 years ago. Move on. Yeah. Move on. Just let's. Have a peaceful life. We don't need to get back into this whole, I'm still mad at Ray Allen joining Miami. For what, though? This happened 8 years ago.
Oh, yeah. So, man, yeah, I just thought that was funny. I mean, every time I see KG, he's doing jabs at Ray Allen. I'm like, let that go already. It's kind of like Shaq with JaVale McGee. I mean, to this day, he's still a dope shot at JaVale McGee or Dwight Howard.
Shaq and a fool. Yeah,
Shaq and a fool. He hates Dwight Howard, bro. I don't know why.
I remember. And I think after the Lakers won the title in 2020, he said, Dwight didn't earn it or whatever. What are you talking about? Dwight Howard may not be, the old Howard from the Magic, but he was still productive. He still got them rebounds, block shots, still scored in the paint a little bit. Like, give him his props, man. He won. I mean, most guys don't even have a ring. Look at CP3. Look at Melo. They don't have a. Look at Barkley, Ewing, Miller. Those guys don't have a ring. Howard got one. Like, give him his props.
Oh, yeah. Howard's a Hall of Famer, bro.
First ballot, yes.
Yeah, no question. People tend to forget that because all they do is see what Howard is now. Like, dude, he was an elite player back in his prime.
Check the Magic days. Watch the Magic games. He was a beast there, man.
Yeah. He's one of the best defensive players in the league. Mm-hmm. And he was considered one of the best players in the league during his time.
Right. He was the best center in the NBA at the time.
Yeah.
Man. Like, it's just that the only thing that killed Dwight Howard was injuries and also motivation. Sometimes he cannot take certain things seriously. But other than that, Dwight Howard, when healthy, was the best center in the NBA at the time with the Magic. Like,
no question.
Come on, like you said, people just look at him from the Lakers to now, but they don't look at it the games back then, in his prime. Like, sometimes people need to, like I said, make their own research, watch full games, and know what you're talking about. That's because
people have short-term memories. They only see what's in front of them.
Exactly. They don't break the game down well. They push all these narratives, and and they're biased for certain people, for certain players, for certain teams, but they don't keep the same energy for others. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, man, appreciate you, bro.
Thank you.
Word, man. Catch you on the next one, and salute. Have a nice day, brother.
You too, man. See you later. Bye-bye.
All right. Peace. All right, man. Man, appreciate it. Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man. I try to come on here as much as possible. I can come on here every day or almost every day if I want, but life plays a part. I got things to do, and unfortunately, other stuff interferes. But I do enjoy talking to you guys and meeting new people. It's always fun, So it's a pleasure to hear from you guys as well, So, yeah, man, it was fun, man. But nevertheless, we out. I'll probably upload another video later. I got so many videos in the vault. I just need to release some of them. But instead of just letting them sit there and collect dust, I might as well just release them. But anyway, I'm out. Prince Sports. Peace.